Well, the year's almost done, and I've had a lot of whiskey. Mostly good, some bad, but I wanted to make a top 10 whiskey video for 2023 and include my favorite whiskeys that I've bought, and that I've had, and that I've tasted over this year. So without further ado, here's my top 10 whiskeys of 2023 in a loose order. Hope you enjoy. Okay, number 10, no one's surprised. Old Forester, 1920 Prohibition. My favorite Kentucky bourbon right now. It is the best value you can get for how good this thing tastes. My review of it is up here. $65, 57.5% alcohol, 115 proof. Guys, this thing is phenomenal. If you haven't had this yet, do yourself a favor and go out and get this thing. It is maple, caramel, brown sugar, cinnamon, decadent. It is really thick. The nice maraschino cherry thick syrup you want on that finish, and when you swallow it, it is so good. This is, again, the best value ever. I like this for number 10 because price and what it tastes like. It is so freaking good. It drinks much better than what the price dictates, and I can always go find it. You don't have to worry about allocations, none of that crap. Just go to the store, boom, get it. $65, done. So here's number 10, Old Forester, 1920, Prohibition. All right, number 9, going to Edradour Highland. This thing is freaking good. Review up here. 13-year in Chardonnay casks. Man, this thing really blew me away a little bit. I got it on the whiskyauction.com website, the German auction site. I got it for probably around $140 converted to US. And man, this thing is very, very bright and grapefruity and citrusy, but also pretty dry on the finish because of those Chardonnay barrels. And there was that little charcoal, like tarry note on the finish there that really balanced the whole thing out. Very delectable whiskey, and the Chardonnay cask was my first one I've had, and this is one of my favorites because I love Edradour. This is like my third or fourth one I've had from them, and I have not had a bad one. And this thing is straight from the cask. SFTC means. And you know I love my cask strength whiskeys. 60%. Full flavor, not watered down. I love Edradour. If you want to go out and find Edradour, go do it. But this beat a bunch of other scotches I've had this year because of the uniqueness of the barrel. Just how freaking good it was. It was pretty powerful, but also bright at the same time. So, number 9, Edradour 13 Chardonnay. All right, number 8. I'm going to go back to America. It's going to be the last American whiskey to know on this list. And I don't have this one because it's hard to find, and I don't think they make it anymore. Boom. Old Carter Small Batch 9. Now, I was lucky enough to have my Scotch father buddy bring this over for a tasting in one of my streams. I actually have footage of that tasting, so I'm going to put it on the screen right now. You can just see my raw reaction.
Oh, so, my Anta.
Is this the Old Carter now?
Yes. Well, that's wonderful.
The exchanges and everything. This is something I could guarantee you hadn't had before.
And right now, on my mid-tongue for this finish, I'm getting the strawberry.
Yeah.
Right? You get strawberry on that finish? That's really good.
As you can tell, that whiskey blew me away. It was awesome. 66%, and that water really added those nice strawberry fruit notes. It was a great experience. A very unique palate that I've had for an American whiskey, and that one specifically is a vatting of 15 barrels from Old Carter. 99% corn, 1% malted barley mash bill. No age statement, but man, limited release. It's probably going around $500 right now. He did not pay that for that, but again, you're not going to find them. So it was very gracious for them to bring that bottle to me, but that was my first Old Carter experience, and now I'm just hungry for more. I want to find one. Old Carter is great, but all those things are allocated, so trying to find it in my state, Maryland, is going to be pretty hard to do. But there's number 8, Old Carter Small Batch 9. Okay, number 7, an Island Scotch, Arran 21. This was my birthday whiskey this year. 46%, 21 years in old roasted sherry. Review up there for you. It was basically just orange candy. Not was, it is orange candy. It is delectable. I love this, and I love Arran. If you haven't had Arran yet, go buy any of them. You know, quarter cask, 10, 12, whatever it is. They're going to be a little more money because they are, you know, smaller producers, but they are really, really good, I promise you. And I've been sharing this on special occasions. As you can see, it's almost gone. But everyone that doesn't like Scotch has had good things to say about this. So this is why it's number 7 on my list. There's a bunch of other ones higher than this. This one's still very, very good. Number 7, Arran 21. Number 6. Kind of a spoiler for an upcoming review, but I finally found one. I got a Springbank 18 here. What can you say about Springbank other than they are freaking amazing, but they're really hard to find? So, thankfully, Scotch Father found one in a store he was at. Picked it up for me. I bought it from him. Thank you, dude. 46%. This is the 2023 release. This is a vatting of 65% sherry, 15% rum, and 20% bourbon casks. I had a couple of drams of this, 1.5 about. It is just the most delectable snickerdoodle, sugar cookie, pretzel, brine, amazingness that you get at a Springbank. It's not quite as sherry as Hazelburn, but that's Hazelburn for you. But this thing is so good. And it's very dark, coffee, tobacco, chocolate. Man, I can't say any bad things about this. It is so good. I love the color. I love how thick it is, even at 46%. Such a good whiskey. Number 6, Springbank 18. Let's stay at Campbeltown. Number 5, Hazelburn 15. Don't have this one either, but I had this one at Jack Rose back in February. Hazelburn 15 beats out Springbank 18 for me because I love my sherry more than love most other things that scotches are finished in, so that was all sherry. Man, my reaction to this whiskey is just comical. Like, I look like I just about died. Much sweeter, much more decadent, a little more thick. And actually, my general notes from that night are very sweet, all caps, exclamation point, spicy, sweet, salty, smoky, fruity, long, exclamation point, warm, exclamation, cake, sweet, spicy fruit. Just everything of Hazelburn 15 I was just so in love with. That's such a great whiskey, great bottle. It beats out Springbank 18 for me. That's number 5, Hazelburn 15. Number 4, the first Islay, Ardbeg 25. Despite the $900 price tag, it is still a pretty good dram if you don't take that into account. So, very good Ardbeg. Not as subtle of smoke as the Laphroaig 25 was, but this is still pretty creamy. The smoke still sit there for a while, which is what you expect from an Ardbeg. I think the experience of the whiskey itself is good, and if you have it in a vacuum and not worry about the price, it is a damn good dram. But my review up here of this, it doesn't match that price tag, at least to me. I think this could go down at least $300, or at least fall in line with Bowmore 25 being $500 at the very least. 46%, all ex bourbon. It's good. It's solid. Number 4, Ardbeg 25. Okay, number 3, another Islay, Black Art. Now, I don't remember the edition, but I know it was distilled in 1992. So my journal notes, 24 years. Now, if you don't know what Black Art is, it is from Bruichladdich, but they do not tell you what is in the whiskey. So, 48.4% alcohol, and my notes of this are as follows: brine, apple, very cidery, honey, caramel, and it was pretty freaking thick from what I experienced and what I wrote down here. Like, 24 years being pretty thick and being kind of low ABV. It was a really good dram, but I think the 1 ounce pour was $130. So I don't think that's worth the price either, but it was good to experience that. And if you see my reaction on the screen, it's not bad. I might have been a little let down considering like Black Art is that Bruichladdich expression. You're like, ooh, that's gotta be amazing. I bet most of them are, but for that price point, no thank you. But good to experience, but it is pretty good. So that's number 3, Black Art. Number 2, another Islay. Are we surprised? Laphroaig 25. I think we all know this is going to be number 2 at least. So good. This is the 2019 release, 51% alcohol, all export barrels, but this is the creamiest Islay I've ever had. Not as high peat tasting as Ardbeg is. It's a little lower ppms than that. I think it's about 45 or 50. Ardbeg's around 55. But man, this is such a great experience. It's still about half full. I have been sharing this on very special occasions. I do not drink this just to drink this. You don't do that. This is a nice, let's have a nice fine occasion whiskey. But man, if you get your hands or your mouth on a Laphroaig 25, try it. If you're a Laphroaig fan, if you're an Islay fan, this thing is velvety, creamy, very good. And the price isn't that bad either. $6.50 is what I paid for this. $2.50 less than Ardbeg 25, and it's 2 spots higher on my list. Like, there's a reason this was easy to buy because it's 25 years. So just based on the market, it's going to be more expensive. But being that much less than Ardbeg was just a no-brainer for me. So that's number 2, Laphroaig 25. And number 1, we have Balblair 33. On my recent review, right here, this is a 20 out of 20 for me. Put enough alcohol in this thing. It's 62.3% alcohol, and this is just all an ex bourbon. It is freaking good. It is thick. It is spicy. It is fruity. It is sweet. But it's all of those layers of flavors all just orchestrate into a nice symphony, a really amazing balanced experience, really complex. You can pick out every note. Nothing ever takes the other note. Nothing layers over top. Nothing's hard to find. The nose invites you, and it's pretty smooth for being 62%. It is a phenomenal experience. Now, $1,000 basically, but it was bottled by Scotch Malt Whisky Society, and they call their bottles different funny names. This is bliss at best, and it was blissful. An amazing whiskey. So that's number 1, Balblair 33. Okay, there's my top 10 whiskeys of 2023. It was kind of hard to choose just 10 of the ones I've had this year, but I think I picked a pretty good list. I can't wait to see what 2024 brings. If you like these list videos, let me know with a comment down below. If you like this video, give it a like. Not subscribed yet, consider doing so. Put out weekly whiskey videos on Wednesday, and I'll see you guys next time.